Shalom. Giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawah Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Shai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity, standing and firmly believing upon the names of the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, and His Son, the only begotten, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but His name is Yahawah Shai. All right, Yahawah being the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, but His name is Yahawah. He does exist. All right, His name literally means He exists. All right, and this is a power that has been dealing with the nation of Israel since the beginning of time. But in this time, here in Babylon the Great, the Lord deals with the elect. All right, because the elect understand and they appropriate everything to the Heavenly Father. You know, at the end of all things, you know, Yahawah Shai is a very important entity and individual that we worship because it is the Son of the living power, Yahawah. But we understand that Yahawah Shai working in this time and all power and authority being given to Him, it doesn't exclude the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, and what He did for our people, or what He did for through the prophets, or what He has done in the beginning, creation, and all of it. All right, so Yahawah, you know, serves and plays a very important role for the very fact that He's the Creator, man. All right, and it's outlandish to try to say that He hasn't been dealing, or that we've never dealt with them just because we've never seen them. You have this group, this guy Nathaniel of IUIC, you know, and as of late he's been saying that we never dealt with Yahawah, or Yahawah never dealt with us. Well, really, we never dealt with Yahawah. It was always Yahawah Shai. But you know, even Yahawah Shai clarified the importance of Yahawah. And that's what I really wanted to kind of hit because, yeah, man, you know, Nate tried to pull out, you know, Isaiah, the 9th chapter, where it talked about Yahawah Shai, and it called Him the Everlasting Father. And, you know, you just had the Apostle Gabar. Excuse me for my, you know, my constant sniffing and congestion. But you just had the Apostle Gabar put out a lesson about how these false prophets, which Nate of IUIC, the leader of IUIC, Nathaniel, Bishop Nathaniel, whatever, he is a false prophet set up by the Lord. All right, we do know that the Lord creates evil and He creates good. All right, and He'll use evil to draw away wicked individuals. You know, the scriptures tell you in Proverbs 17:4, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. So anybody who goes in that broad way of destruction to listen to a lie or believe in a lie at the end of the day, or who hearkens to these false prophets, you know, you're a wicked doer. But it's our job, the ones that have this understanding, the true understanding, the 100% truth, to warn you people. You know, at the end of the day, if you make the decision to still listen to these false prophets, that's on you. But you can't say we didn't tell you. And the Lord warns through His prophets. Okay? And so we're warning you to tell you that Nathaniel of IUIC has been off for the longest time. All right? And the apostles have even given light of this man's history in certain areas. And to let let it be known that he ain't right. The Spirit of the Lord was taken from him. I mean, this man has a history of making fun of the names of the Lord and Yahawah Shai. You know, and it's very clear that this man is being puppeted. All right, and that he definitely did sell out. So he's, you know, we already know that. Well, also too, that IUIC is a 501c3 corporation, man. You know. So under a 501c3 charter, man, you know, you can't tell the truth. All right. So yeah, man, otherwise you got to pay taxes. So this man is just, you know, whatever area he's being told to disrupt in the scriptures, that's what he's doing. And so he's trying to say that the Father was never that we never dealt with the Father. It was Yahawah. But that's not true. And so I've already spoken for 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get this, because what I did was I wanted just to prove that the Lord Yahawah, his authority and his input, his his will and pleasure is what's being played out, regardless of Yahawah being the angel of the Lord that we dealt with from in Exodus, the 3rd chapter. That angel that appeared to Moses in the bush. That right there. In fact, I'll go ahead and get it. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's just start at Exodus 3:1, titled "The Burning Bush." It says, "Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro." Excuse me. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. It says, "And the angel of the Lord, Yahawah, appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush." And so that right there, a distinction, all right? This right here lets you know that the Lord has actual angels that, if you go into the book of the Apocrypha, if you know about the Apocrypha, for any of those who may not, who may be beginners, but there's another book that we use, which is of the scriptures. It is confirmed, man, that the Apocrypha are other books that were taken out of the Bible, all right, and because Esau knew that it was revealing too much. The book of the books of the Apocrypha, the word Apocrypha, I believe, is Greek for hidden book. All right. So, but if you look in the book of the Apocrypha, and actually, what? I might actually had that. I might actually pull it up. Yes, I did. All right. The book of the Apocrypha, you have this account with Esdras, where an angel of the Lord came to Esdras. And in fact, I'm actually going to go to Google, because it actually didn't give it to me. Uriel. Let's try that. Let's just type it up like that. No, let's try 2nd Esdras, because this was the angel that appeared to Esdras, which Esdras is Ezra. Esdras, all right, in the Apocrypha is Ezra, by the way. So the 2nd book of Esdras, the angel Uriel is a messenger from the Lord, who is sent to the prophet Ezra to answer questions Ezra has asked. All right. So the archangel Uriel is sent to answer the questions. So you have angels, different angels that are sent on the behalf of Yahawah to do his bidding, just like how the Lord uses, how Yahawah and Yahawah used the prophets. All right. Let's try that real quick. Just to get something cleared up real quick. All right. Is it 2nd Chronicle? Let me see. I might have already passed it. Just bear with me real quick. Right here, 2nd Chronicles. 2nd Chronicles 36 and 16, it says, "But they mocked the messengers of the Most High," which, let's see who that is, "and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people." The messengers are the prophets. All right, 2nd Chronicles 36 and 15. "And the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betons." So the angels are always sent, which we are angels. All right. The word angel goes into the word mala'ak, which means a messenger. Okay, so we're sending a message. Okay, which Yahawah, the archangels always came to send a message when the Lord needed them to send a message to one of the prophets. So the angel of the Lord that is right here in Exodus, the 3rd chapter, we understand is Yahawah. Okay, and Yahawah was one that was doing a lot of. He was doing a lot of the Lord's bidding in that time. I know there's a precept where Yahawah spoke of the judgment, or the judgment that he would pass, and that he said that the Father didn't basically have a problem with it because it was of the Father's will. You know, Yahawah and Yahawah does exactly what Yahawah tells him to do. That's why Yahawah's judgment is not unjust, because it is of the Father's judgment and will. All right. So let me get this. Exodus 3:2. And the angel of the Lord Yahawah appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, and the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will not turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. And when the Lord Yahawah saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I. Now it needs to be clarified that the voice was Yahawah. All right. You know, that has to be clarified. The voice was Yahawah. It said, and when the Lord Yahawah saw that he turned aside to see, the Most High called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Draw not nigh hither, put up thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. I just want to read this real quick. Moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father, the father of Abraham, I am the power of thy father, the God of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon the Most High. This is Yahawah. All right. Yahawah has always existed. Yahawah's name, literally, Exodus 3:15. All right. And moreover, the Most High said unto Moses, Thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, The Lord thy power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob has sent me unto you. We already know this. The name of the Lord, where it says Lord in all caps, all right, that's Yahawah. All right, he is, or he to be, which means he is, or he exists. All right. And so what I want to do real quick, all right, is, you know what, it was in this book, is I want to go to Matthew, because what I did was I typed up my father, the first account in the gospel where Yahawah said my father, where he mentioned Yahawah. All right, because something about Nate saying how we never dealt with Yahawah, then why would Yahawah make a distinction, or mention the Heavenly Father, man, and his importance, or of his authority, or his input, or for anything of that matter, if the Lord was never the one that was dealing with us? If Yahawah was the Father as well, for these Christian churches, then why isn't Yahawah doing whatever the hell he wants to do? Okay, so this is Matthew 7:21. It says, Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. And notice that Yahawah, all right, he clarified right there. I don't think I'll be able to do it. All right, right here. But he that doeth the will of my Father. All right, why was it so important to Yahawah to mention that? All right, if the Father's, if we were not dealing with the Father, and his authority has no, validation, then why is it that Yahawah made that point? All right, you can go all the way through now, and you can read the accounts of Yahawah when he talks about his Father. All right, Matthew 10:33 says, actually Matthew 10:32, Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. Why is Yahawah so important if we're not dealing with them, or if we never dealt with them? Why is the word of this power superseding Yahawah if Yahawah is the one who has all power, which, I mean, he does. He does. All right. Matthew 28:18, and Yahawah came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and earth. Now, I love that word given, because Yahawah, even right there, he lets it be known that someone else has more authority than him. All right, something else is dealing or commanding Yahawah. All right, Yahawah is, you got a chain of command. It's Yahawah, which is number 1, then Yahawah, which is number 2, then the angels, which is number 3, men, which is 4, women, women and children, 5. All right, but Yahawah is not Yahawah. All right, and he doesn't do anything of his own will. Okay, in fact, let's see. I guess Matthew 12:50 can do. I'll try to turn it to the way I need it. It says, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my brother and sister and mother. The point I'm trying to stick on is the will of the Father. All right, this is not yet to Yahawah. If Yahawah, had the soul, the soul. I don't know how to say it. Like if he was the one running all things, he wouldn't say what he's saying here. The will of his Father. Now, you know what? Let me make this point, because then hopefully you'll get a better understanding of what I'm trying to get at. Is just, let's try that. Let's try this. There you go. John 5:30. I can of mine own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge. Yahawah is hearing from the Father, Yahawah. And my judgment is just when the Lord does make a decision, because he was given power and authority, which I didn't clarify, but that word given means to transfer to. All right. Yahawah said, and Yahawah came and spake unto them, saying, all power is transferred unto me in heaven and in earth. That's what the word to give means, or given, or give. It means to make a transfer. All right. It was not originally his own. Yahawah, man. The elder Kazak, the brother from Mississippi, made a statement about how powerful the Lord Yahawah is. That he's so powerful that he's able to even make his son all powerful. That means that's how much power he's got, and more. It was nothing to even give. I mean, it was, but like, it was an easy thing for Yahawah to give, or to make his son all powerful. It's going to be an easy thing for Yahawah to turn the elect's bodies into immortals and make them into gods. It's an easy thing for the Lord to run eternity. But we all have a chain of command. All right, Yahawah has his too, man. He does what the Heavenly Father tells him to do. This is not belittling Yahawah in any sense, man. This is just Yahawah confessed, man, and acknowledged that Yahawah is the one. All right, this is the one we've been listening to. This is the one that we've been, that's been controlling everything, and it's been according to his will and pleasure. All right. In fact, there's a precept. All right. There's a precept that says that. I believe it's Philippians 2:13. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. That is talking about the Lord. Because originally, who were the elect? Who did the elect belong to? Yahawah. And Yahawah gave the elect to Yahawah, right? It's Yahawah doing all the working. All right? Yahawah is like a CEO, basically. We'll say it like that. We've given plenty of examples in the past. We even likened it as, because what Yahawah's doing is he's giving everything to Yahawah. That doesn't make Yahawah the owner, even though Yahawah's name is on it now. But Yahawah gives the glory and Man, I don't know, I'm lacking all these words today. The credit to Yahawah. Okay? It says, for it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Now let's go back to John 5:30. I can of mine own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not mine own will. This is the one I wanted, but the will of the Father which have sent me. This is the original one I wanted, even before trying to read Matthew, the 12th chapter. But Yahawah mentioned the Father all the time, man, and how he was doing what the Lord was dealing him to do, having him deal. Salakia, man, I'm butchering it today. But the way that Nate worded it was that we've never dealt with the Father, and that's not true. All right, Yahawah is the man behind all things, the power, the God behind all things. He is holding reality together. Okay, this is the Heavenly Father, because just to let you know, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. All right. Let's see. I want to get to the point. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was a power. This right here, the distinction, the Word we already know belongs to who? Yahawah. All right, Yahawah's Word. Okay. Yahawah created Yahawah. That's the point I'm trying to make right now. That's all I'm putting out right there. Okay. So, in the beginning, you know, when you go into Genesis, the first chapter, it's Yahawah, man. and then we already know that Yahawah, there was a distinction in what? Genesis, the second chapter? Let me see. Or is it 3 or 2? Let me see. You know what? Let me just type it like this. Genesis 1:26, and God said, "Let us make man in our image." That God right there is Elohim, which is talking about more than one, which we know that was right. This is the distinction from Yahawah, because in the beginning when it said Yahawah, it's Elohim, which literally was talking about Yahawah, the one, the power. Then you have Elohim, which is plural, meaning more than one. This is where it first appears in Genesis 1:26. It says, "And let us make man in our image." This is where Yahawah and the angels was being spoken about. All right, but Yahawah created everything. He created the powers. All right, the angels, or Yahawah, the angels. All right, and then they created the rest of the rest of the worlds, which was the nations. All right, the creatures. All right. That's in Hebrews, the first chapter, right? Hebrews 1:1. God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son. All right. Let me see. Whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. There you go. That's the point. Yahawah used Yahawah in a lot of things for his creation. Okay, one of them, he would use them to speak to us. Okay, so, but to say that Yahawah, that we never dealt with Yahawah, or Yahawah was never dealing with us, that it was Yahawah as well, that's not true, man. All right, there are other points that you can hit to show how the Lord Yahawah is factored in more than everything. And I know it sounds a little jumpy and choppy, but I'm just trying to show you that from a different angle, that we've been dealing with Yahawah, man, since the beginning. All right, and even whenever the scriptures say that the kingdom of this world have become our lords, even though Yahawah is going to be ruling, the universe, this is a gift that was given by Yahawah to him. Okay, and we're going to be co-heirs with them, the elect. All right, but this was all the dealings of Yahawah at the end of the day. So, yeah, man, I mean, IUIC is bugged out. All right, and they keep on getting worse, and they keep on falling more and more and more. You know, so I mean, they're bugged out. Nate's bugged out. So, you know, Lord willing, you understand and you understood this video. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahawah, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity. To the next one I say, Yahawah, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Barakatam, Kwam Yashala Shalawam.